Your company just mandated AI coding tools across the entire engineering org. Someone in a meeting said it would make developers 10x more productive, and nobody laughed out loud. So let's actually run the numbers, because the pitch and the invoice are two very different documents. In today's video, we're doing the math that vendors absolutely do not want you to do. The real cost, the real time savings, and the real break-even on GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and Claude Code, the three tools currently splitting the market. It is May 18th, 2026, and you're watching Runtime. Start with what you're actually paying. GitHub Copilot Business runs $19 per seat per month. Cursor Pro is $20. Anthropic's Claude Code, billed by token consumption rather than a flat seat, is where the math gets slippery fast, because a team that actually uses it for anything substantial can clear $50 to $100 a month per developer without trying particularly hard. So call it a range. $19 on the low end, open-ended chaos on the high end, with the average active user landing somewhere around $40 to $60 per month once you account for real usage. Now the vendor side of the equation. GitHub's own research, which, to be clear, GitHub commissioned, found developers completed tasks 55% faster with Copilot. Cursor quotes similar figures. Every one of these studies uses the same methodology: a controlled task, a fresh code base, a developer who just learned the tool, timed with a stopwatch. For context, that is roughly equivalent to measuring your car's fuel efficiency exclusively on a flat highway with no other traffic, in perfect weather, going exactly 55 miles an hour. It's not a lie. It's just not Tuesday morning. To figure out whether these tools pay for themselves, you need the real cost of a developer hour. Take a mid-level engineer at $160K total comp, salary, benefits, equity refresh, payroll, taxes. Divide by 2,000 working hours. You're at $80 an hour. That's before you factor in management overhead, tooling, and the fact that humans do not actually ship code for 8 straight hours. Most estimates put focused coding time at 3 to 4 hours per working day. So the real loaded cost per coding hour is somewhere north of $150. That number matters, because it's the denominator in every ROI calculation the vendors conveniently skip. So what does a realistic productivity lift actually look like outside a controlled study? The honest answer is, it depends violently on the task. Boilerplate generation, test scaffolding, writing the same CRUD endpoint for the 15th time, the tools are genuinely fast there, probably 30 to 40% faster. Complex debugging in a legacy codebase, architectural decisions, anything that requires holding 10 files of context in your head, the tools are somewhere between unhelpful and actively wrong in a way that costs you an extra 20 minutes to undo. I've personally had Claude Code confidently refactor a module and introduce a subtle race condition that didn't show up until load testing. The autocomplete was perfect. The logic was broken. Here's a grounded scenario. A developer spends roughly 30% of their coding time on tasks where AI tools genuinely help: boilerplate, tests, documentation, lookup-heavy work. At $150 per real coding hour and a 25% speed up on that 30% slice, you're saving about 0.75 hours a week. Call it 3 hours a month. At $150 per hour, that's $450 in recovered time against a $40 to $60 monthly tool cost. On paper, that's a 7 to 10x return. The math works. Put that in a slide deck and your VP will weep with joy. But here's what that slide deck leaves out. The hidden costs hit 4 places. First, review overhead. AI-generated code gets reviewed the same as human code, and some teams report spending more time in review because junior developers are shipping AI output they don't fully understand. Second, context-switching tax. The tools interrupt flow with suggestions, and some percentage of developers are slower when interrupted than when left alone. Third, inference errors in production, real incidents, real rollbacks, real postmortems with phrases like unexpected interaction between subsystems, which in plain English means the AI wrote it and nobody questioned it. And fourth, the seat cost compounds. A 50-person engineering org paying $50 per developer per month is $30,000 a year. That's a junior developer. You are paying the salary of a junior developer to a model. So which tool actually wins the ROI calculation? Copilot is the safest bet for enterprises that need compliance, SSO, and a vendor that will take a meeting with your legal team. You're paying a small premium for those enterprise features. Cursor has won the loyalty of individual developers fastest because the agentic workflow is genuinely different from autocomplete, and $20 flat is the easiest expense to justify. Claude Code's token model means it's the highest ceiling and the most dangerous floor. Teams doing heavy agentic work get the most out of it. Teams doing scattered ad hoc queries will overspend and underuse. The tool choice should follow your workflow, not the other way around. Here's what the whole ROI argument leaves out, though. The math above treats developer time as the only variable, and it isn't. The real pressure isn't whether these tools pay for themselves in recovered hours. It's that your competitors are also using them, which means the baseline for what a team of 10 is expected to ship has moved. Opting out of AI tooling in 2026 isn't a neutral decision. It's a handicap. The ROI question is almost beside the point when the alternative is showing up to a knife fight with a notepad. The tools are imperfect, the numbers are messier than the vendors admit, and they're still table stakes. The actual ROI math on AI coding tools is positive, narrowly, conditionally, and only if you account for the costs the vendor benchmark conveniently omits. Run the numbers for your team, not for a controlled study on a greenfield codebase. The tools work, just not the way the demo looked. This has been Runtime. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.